In the quiet night, a house suddenly lit up as if it was hosting a fireworks party. But it was all fire. The red flames blazed up, engulfing every wall. The roof seemed to be fried, and black smoke billowed up like columns of smoke from a large factory. The people around gathered as if they were watching a show. Instead of clapping, they shouted, pointed, and some even used their phones to film. It seemed like someone was live streaming the hottest event in the neighborhood. The firefighters rushed onto the stage, like superheroes appearing at the last minute. They used ladders to climb up to the roof, spraying water down like sudden rain. But every time they extinguished one corner, the fire flared up in another place, like a mischievous joke of the fire. Finally, after a tense fight, the fire gave up. White smoke billowed. The house was now just a black, ruined mass. But the crowd had not yet dispersed. They were still talking and arguing as if they were discussing the ending of a surprising action movie. The fire roared from the room on the middle floor of the apartment building, like a monster that had just been released from its shackles, madly clinging to everything around it. Red light shone from the shattered windows, like ferocious eyes looking down at the street. The crackling sound of broken glass mixed with the sizzling sound of the fire made everyone shiver. Pieces of wall were swallowed by the fire, crumbling as if they were nothing but dust. Black smoke billowed, thick, rising straight into the sky, turning the night into a sea of black, suffocating to the point of difficulty breathing. The sound of the fire truck siren was loud, but that sound only increased the tension and fear of the crowd watching. Their eyes widened in horror as if they were witnessing an unstoppable disaster. The huge transport ship, as massive as a city floating on the sea, was burning fiercely. The towering red flames like lava covered the entire deck. Black smoke billowed out. The flames splashed when they touched the seawater, but they did not weaken at all, continuing to flare up strongly, as if they wanted to swallow the entire ocean. The fire was so big that from afar, the ship looked like a deadly lighthouse, shining brightly in the middle of the ocean in an uncontrollable rage. The rescue ships, though small compared to the fire monster, continued to release water without stopping. The water stream flew into the air, met with the terrible heat, and turned into steam before it could touch the fire, making the scene even more hazy. The fire broke out fiercely from a room in the corner of the high-rise building, casting a bright yellow light throughout the surrounding space. The windows were shattered by the heat, and pieces of glass fell to the ground, creating a brilliant yet dangerous scene. Black smoke billowed up, like curtains covering the entire area. The fire truck sirens blared loudly, causing the normally quiet neighborhood to suddenly become chaotic. The fire trucks quickly arrived, and a series of rescue workers jumped out of the vehicles in fire-resistant suits and tight masks, ready to fight the fire. They quickly deployed equipment, and long hoses were pulled out and connected to fire hydrants. This group prepared ladders to approach the building from above, while others lined up in formation, ready to deal with the next outbreak of fire. The atmosphere was tense. Every movement was quick and precise, as the fire was growing larger and larger, threatening to engulf the entire building. Horrifyingly, 22 ships were on fire at a dock in Croatia. The raging flames engulfed each ship, turning the peaceful harbor into a chaotic sea of fire. Thick columns of black smoke rose high, covering the sky, carrying a strong burning smell. The fire brigade rushed into a fierce battle with the fire, fighting tirelessly throughout the night. Time seemed to stand still as they struggled with the fire, every minute and every second passing like a life and death struggle. A fierce battle with extremely heavy losses.